Hello there, guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael. Today I want to tell you, if you can understand just these two things in life, you will start to realize how to manifest everything you want. And I'm going to break it down today. We're going to go into detail. Before I do, if you like Spirituality Simplified, consider like, sharing and subscribing. Check out my free Facebook group and Instagram, both linked in the description. So guys, what am I talking about today? I'm talking about the fact that there is an idea here that changed my life. And when you actually come to terms with it and you really accept it to be true, then the possibilities are endless. The first idea is there's only one power. There's not one, there's not two, but one. If there was two, if there was a good and a bad fighting against each other in the eternal battle, there'd be chaos all the time. There's one divine power. How do we see that in life, though? Not in just the ways of spirituality, but in life. Well, you have to see it like this. There's unity in everything. There's mathematical precision in everything, to the point where we can mathematically predict how to get a rocket into space, how to land it on the moon, whether you believe in that or not. You know, we're not here today to go into that theory. But we can do it with precision of how to land something in space by mathematical certainty. That means that we live in a universe governed by law and order, by one divine truth. And you start to see that law and order in everything. And you can start to see it in life. You see it in the fact that life always finds a way. Life always finds the solution. You know, if we look into the idea of evolution and all that, it's life finding a way to continue to prosper. That's beautiful, isn't it, in nature? So when you look at that, you see that the universe, or whatever the universe itself is always looking to express life. And there's one power that does that. And that I call God. I call it God. How you experience that or how you use the terminology around that, that's up to you. But there is one power only. And when you realize that, then you realize that this power is at the behest of us. We don't own it. It's omnipotent. But we're told it in the Bible that there's only one power. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the giver and the gift. I am all things. That means that the idea of something against you, when you come to this term and you say, why has this happened to me? Why am I being punished? Why is God punishing me? Nothing inherently wants to punish you. We have life expressed through us. So if you're in this mode where you're feeling punished or you feel like life is against you, please realize this. There's only one power, but we must learn how to direct it. It's this same idea with people who are electricians. They know the power of electricity. So they know the laws. They know how to use it to our advantage. But they know that if they don't use electricity to their advantage, it can kill you. But it can also light up the room. It can also cook the food. But like Bob Proctor says, it can also cook the man. So when you align to these certain laws, you can use them to your advantage. Now, there's a law of mind. The law of mind suggests that what I believe to be true shall be expressed on the screen of space. And we're taught that in Scripture. What ye ask for in prayer and believe is already yours, so it shall be. It is just the ultimate line of creativity. So what we need to firstly understand is there's one power. It doesn't mean that we start to beat ourselves up and say, I did this to myself, I did that. We start to say to ourselves, okay, if the power works through me, this current situation doesn't have to be my situation forever. That's what I want you to recognize. Then we can start to work on letting go of the past and letting go of everything. What I have found to be true for me is when I believe that, I realize that when I start to make life be able to make me feel something and react and be bothered, I started to go against that one power, because I started to make a god of something outside of myself. And this brings me back to the second lesson that I want to teach you today. If you recognize this too, this is when things start to change. Your best relationship with God is your relationship with you. Because this is the major thing. There was a Chinese theologian who had read every spiritual text except the Bible. And he was asked, what did you find most fascinating about the Bible the New Testament, once you read it? It was the New Testament in particular. And he said, it's the only spiritual text where I found that your God lives inside of you. And for me, that was like, what? But the truth of the matter is I actually don't know whether that's true or not. So please comment down below if there's any other religion that suggests this. But my point is that's a wonderful truth, isn't it? If God lives inside of me, then I need to make my relationship with myself mystical, magical, loving, harmonious. You start to realize that everything in life is your relationship with it. So I started to look at areas of life. Right, there's only one power, and it works and lives through me, and it accepts my relationships with things and gives me more of that then, without judgment. Right, okay. So now I want to work on my relationship with money. Am I fearful when I'm spending? Am I fearful when a bill comes in? What's my reaction when I do this? That's my body and life teaching me how I actually feel about that subject. So I'm going to start to change my relationship with it. So I'm going to start to notice how I feel when I spend, and I'm going to spend freely and lovingly and claim this comes back to me multiplied in divine order, in divine time. When it comes to my marriage, I'm going to realize that the person I'm married to is a relationship in my mind more than it is one outside of myself. So I'm going to create it as one of peace, harmony, fun, action, caring, unity, love. Wow, isn't that beautiful? If I can convince myself that my marriage is like that, then it expresses, and trust me, I can tell you that from experience, it's true. Okay? Then I want to check my relationship with my physical body. Do I trust it to heal me? Do I trust it to do this? The other day, I did actually come down with a sick bug. I was able to luckily work through it because I know the truths of my life is that my body knows how to heal me. So I would observe the slight aches, the pains, the needs, the fears, and I just sat back from it all and I started to claim my body knows what to do. It knows how to heal me. I surrendered to it, and I surrendered to what it needed to do to heal me. But within a day, I was healed. You see, and you know, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of life and the divinity of life. It's always wanting to heal you. It's always wanting to give you more. It's always wanting to expand through you. We live literally in a universe that is constantly expanding, the scientists say. That's the same of you too. You're constantly expanding. So build a wonderful, loving relationship with yourself. Realize there's only one power and it lives inside of you, and you will change your life forever, and you will be able to manifest because you will create heaven inside of yourself, and then it expresses on the outside. This I know to be true, and this is how I want you to live. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much.